I love it.
A few more days before we get back close to normal, Kevin?
Yes, and then above normal, that pattern trend is coming into early May. But hey, how about this report of upwards of 1.25 inches of rain 15 miles west of Napoleon. Chris Weigel snapping this Sky Spy photo, 1.25 inches. Now, most of us didn't have anything like this, but Logan and McIntosh counties had some heavier showers and thunderstorms. Actually, some reports, too, of some hail covering the ground. Small pea-sized hail, not considered severe weather. But again, the atmospheric temperature profile is such that these showers are producing low freezing levels and therefore some hail actually being sustained all the way down to the ground. That threat, though, is really ending quickly here. The showers are dissipating. The sun angle is getting a lot lower. The instability in the atmosphere is also beginning to wane here. But we do have a few more pop-up showers back in northern North Dakota. But even these, once we hit sunset, they're going to really die off. Drier air has worked back into western North Dakota and eastern Montana into the evening. Rain cooled air, that's for sure. Now Bismarck down to 42 degrees, 55 in Mobridge, 47 in Garrison. So we got 40s, 50s though back farther toward the west where it has been a bit drier into the day. Sydney now at 53 degrees, still 64 in Aberdeen. How about the wind? Well, the strongest would be in southwest North Dakota. Again, not necessarily into advisory criteria, despite the fact we have an advisory here for a little bit longer for some gusty winds over 40 miles per hour, but most of that is now shifting into western South Dakota. So the showers are ending here. Otherwise, a few sprinkles if possible almost anywhere for, let's say, the next 4 or 5 hours, and then mainly dry conditions expected middle of the night here. Really not much going on other than it'll be a cool morning, but we're used to this, right? Low to mid 30s here. Most of us right around freezing, and maybe some of those sprinkles could turn into flurries, especially toward the eastern half of North Dakota for early Friday morning. No accumulation whatsoever expected, though. And a few more afternoon clouds for tomorrow, given that low freezing level or the fact the atmosphere is somewhat unstable, enough for the clouds and maybe a few showers as well. But the deepest moisture, I think, will be closer to the Turtle Mountains here near the Canadian border, where we might see a few of those showers, a little bit higher potential anyway. So overnight lows will be in the low to mid 30s here for Friday morning. 8 o'clock snapshot. Expect the winds to not be too strong, 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles an hour into the afternoon. Northwest winds do pick up between about 15 and 25. Typical late April weather after all, but a bit windier here by the time we get to the first half of the weekend. Saturday by late morning into the early evening time frame, a stretch of hours here where we're likely going to have winds gusting in excess of 40 miles per hour, maybe even 45. So expect some blustery conditions here, despite the fact our temperatures for both Saturday and Sunday will be in the mid to upper 50s. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Again, windy weather on Saturday, mid to upper 50s, low to mid 50s on Sunday. Still breezy, but that threat for wind continues into early next week as well. But look what's on the way. A lot less wind. A warm up as we get into May here. We're looking for above normal temperatures with highs perhaps for several days in the 70s.
I love it.
Maybe 80s too.
Thanks.